Hey, good Monday morning. Man, it is damp and cold. I can almost not see Santa Claus with his dolphin here this morning. Time to head out to the beach and check it out and see what it looks like as I get set up for the morning briefing. What'd you catch that on?
Power bait.
That's it right there.
What flavor is that?
They're biting the power bait,
Rainbow.
full speed. Rainbow.
It matches
Nice.
the fish, the same color.
I know, exactly.
Same color.
Oh my God,
Matching.
that's why they're biting it.
Yep,
That's
matching.
freaking awesome. I love it. Oh my God, this is as good as it gets. Wow! Oh, jeez, look at this. It's 2 feet from the boat. It's ripping the bow apart. The whale right here. And on the boat. Birds hitting the water up there. How are you?
Good.
Good to see
Guys,
you.
yeah.
How are you?
You're Scott Bugers.
You Scott Buchert's here.
Jackie.
What's up? You guys are such a great family. Thank you for being here.
Jolene Thompson.
Did you see Paulina?
Get over here and give me some loving. You're
Yeah.
the best, Lucky.
Hit that bell to be notified of all the fishing content coming your way. Greenfin Adventures is here to make your fishing day. It's a morning briefing, the morning briefing.
If that garage door has become a pain in your arse, there's only one man to call, and it's Joe Welker, your garage door man. The tax man, Tim Marquez, will help you net your tax refunds. He's been doing this for 35 years. You can trust the tax man. Make sure you keep your roof watertight with Pelican Roofs SoCal so you can get back to catching more fish. And you can trust Mario Vega with your estate planning. Make sure your rods and reels and fishing equipment go to the right person when you plot.
Get out of bed and wake up the kids, 'cause you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Fishing reports up and down the coast. Your Phil Friedman, your coffee-loving host. So much fishing intel, it feels like cheating when you tune into the morning briefing. Inshore, offshore, from the surf, bluefin, yellowtail, pod, surf, perch. They'll tell you where the fish are and what they're eating when you tune into the morning briefing. So give it a like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified of all the fishing content coming your way. Friedman Adventures is here to make your fishing day. It's a morning briefing, morning briefing.
And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, make sure you give John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. There's nothing like fishing with Captain Daniel Hadaway on the Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing. And the El Patron, headed to Catalina Island every single day out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. Hit that like button. Please share this video everywhere. And make sure you subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you all for doing that. Really appreciate it. Also, tick that rotten, filthy, disgusting, deplorable little bell. You'll be notified when there is new content. You can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Rolling up on another big foamer. Oh, look at the whale right here! Oh! Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. It's a cold, damp, foggy morning, but I'm telling you, there's people out here in this crazy weather, including yours truly, of course. But right there, shrouded in the fog, is Dave, throwing a lucky crab lure, trying to pull a halibut out of the sea before Christmas Day. Hey, I've got to thank you all for everything you do for Freeman Adventures. Over 1 million likes on TikTok now, and 100,000 followers and or subscribers across our social media. Reason to celebrate, reason to be grateful. I am so grateful to have you here with me this morning on this beach and throughout the year. It means the world to us. All right, we still have some fishing going on. We've got some long-range information because Jeff Lingle is down there having a fabulous trip with his son. Of course, the local bite has been really great for December. Surf fishing is still going along, and it's pretty darn good. In fact, I think it's better right now than it was a while ago. This ocean looks absolutely perfect here this morning. It's nice and calm and beckoning for someone to throw a bait or a jig out there and catch some fish. And the Tootsie Report says the water is still around 62 degrees. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. That hot coffee is exceptionally welcome here this morning because it is a little bit chilly. And you know, I probably won't be able to be doing this in 72 hours because we do have some nasty weather headed our way. Sometimes I think that the weather people hype these storms up. They want to get clicks and they want to get people visiting their websites or their, whatever social media they're on. But I don't think so this time. Everything I look at indicates to me that it's going to get nasty, like up to 7 inches of rain. But on Wednesday late, we're supposed to have gale force winds right here over much of Southern California. Up Northern California, they're already experiencing that. And gale force winds are 39 to 54 miles per hour. When you go up from there, you have storm force winds. And it wouldn't surprise me to see some of that out there near Tanner and Cortez Bank. It's going to get plain nasty with these atmospheric rivers. So hang on, everybody. I'll try to come down here during that wind just to show you how nasty it is. All right, let's get into it with you. It's a beautiful morning. So great to be with you all. And I'm going to start you out with our friend Jeff Lingle, who runs a yacht for the Department of Defense out of San Diego, California. He's a great source, a great person, and he's spending some really great moments, memorable moments with his son and others out there right now. He's on an 8-day trip, so he's down there about 400 plus miles south of the border, and they've had phenomenal fishing so far. They've caught bluefin tuna, dorado, yellowfin tuna. They've caught yellowtail. It's been really special. Here recently, they had some great yellowfin tuna fishing. They snagged mackerel for bait and they turned that into some really nice big YFT, including a 212-pound yellowfin tuna, a 204-pound YFT, 155-pound yellowfin tuna. They had a bite on the 60 to 120-pound yellowfin tuna the other day. And as I mentioned, they've caught dorado, wahoo, and so much more. They lost a heartbreak, a fish that was well over 200 pounds to the sharks because it's pretty sharky down there right now. Really awesome fishing. And Jeff is down there hitting where the long-range boats would normally be. Most of those guys are all in right now because they are, of course, celebrating Christmas with their family and loved ones. But he's had some spectacular fishing, no doubt about that. Polaris Supreme, we've heard from them, and they're finishing up a 5-day trip. Their yellowfin tuna bite, not all that great. They had 17 yellowfin tuna, 310 yellowtail, and then a variety of rockfish and sheephead and stuff like that. Not a bad score with all those yellows. Those yellows are biting again on the Baja coast, and it's been really good. You know, there was a time here during our fall trips, and now we're into winter, but those fall 8 to 10 day trips where those yellows were just not biting back in November, but now they've settled in and they are biting full speed along the coast. Good yellowtail fishing, yellowfin tuna, wahoo. I don't know how it can get any better than that. It's been great for the long range boys. Taking a look down in beautiful Ensenada, Baja, California, Mexico. Such a lovely place to visit during the Christmas season. You can feel that festival throughout the entire city. It's really beautiful down there right now. And good fishing continuing down there. We see really excellent bonito fishing, tons of rockfish, blackfin sport fishing out there on Banda. They've been doing great. Highly recommend them. Mara sport fishing, never been out with them, but I hear nothing but great stuff about them. Primero Dios sport fishing, they've all been doing fantastic down there. Now, all those guys, most of those guys are fishing that local bonito and rockfish right now, but offshore, we do see evidence of bluefin tuna. It is still there. So who knows, maybe once we get past these storms and get into the new year, the guys in Ensenada might go out there and start poking around again and come up with some bluefin tuna. You ask me, how do I know there's bluefin tuna? And I know because Jeff Lingle, on his way down to that lower area, stopped there off Ensenada and said to himself, this looks way too fishy to drive past. So he threw a jig back behind the boat. His son immediately started hooking big bonito and then a bluefin tuna. And they saw more evidence of BFT. So that is still a thing south of the border, everybody. I'm telling you, that could get going again. Speaking of a thing, well, Tanner and Cortez Bank, located out there about 85 miles from where I'm standing here in Surfside, California, back behind San Clemente Island. There's still great bluefin tuna fishing going on out there. Jeff Lingle has talked to a yacht, and they had limits of bluefin tuna, 15 to 30 pound class BFT, some even smaller than that, but it's been spectacular bluefin tuna fishing. Now that area, Tanner and Cortez is really going to take a beating here on Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, I think they could get stronger winds than gale force winds. Get up to those storm winds, which exceed 54 miles an hour. Remember, hurricane force winds are 72 miles an hour. And man, this is going to be some nasty weather, especially that wind. And while I'm talking about the weather and this atmospheric river and everything else, please, 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 Thursday for sure, which is going to be, of course, Christmas Day. But in case you're thinking about surf fishing or walking along the beach here, exercise extreme caution. In terms of surf fishing, don't even think about it. You might be keeping your eyes on that as early as Wednesday. There's plenty of beautiful days in the future for you to go surf fishing with your kids or your family. And these are not going to be those days. Every single time we have an event like this, people get washed out to sea and lose their lives. So please be very, very careful about that. All right, let's talk about our islands down there at the Coronado Islands. We continue to see some outstanding bonito fishing. Also, tons of rockfish. Same thing for San Clemente Island. And the El Patron out of Long Beach sport fishing continues to hammer out a few calico bass at Catalina Island. Lots of blue perch, sheephead, whitefish, rockfish. It's been really outstanding. Remember, rockfish season closes on December 31st at midnight, so you only have a few more days left. After this weather goes through, you'd be smart to jump on the El Patron. Jump on board there by going to www.longbeachsportfishing.org and get on the El Patron and have some fun with them. I know you're going to enjoy that. Up in the Channel Islands, continued great rock fishing up there in that neck of the woods. The Island Spirit with Captain Daniel Hadaway. Another great day yesterday. 20 guys on board, 200 plus on the rockfish. A ling cod to go along with it. It's been fantastic. San Nicolas Island, by the way, has been great. Keeping it in check has been the El Dorado out of Long Beach sport fishing. They just had the Filipino Mafia out there, and they had another great trip with tons of sheephead, whitefish, rockfish. That place has been on fire. And back to the Channel Islands now, and I'm talking about out of Cisco Sport Fishing in Oxnard, our dear friend Jeff Yeomans and the 540 Slingers Club. We're out on the Aloha Spirit, and Jeff said it was such a great way to end the year, to end 2025 by going on the Aloha Spirit. They had an exceptional day's fishing, no doubt about it. With 17 anglers, they had 108 rockfish, 20 sheephead, 10 whitefish, and a lingcod to go along with it. Nothing wrong with that. Great rock fishing out there out of Santa Barbara Sea Landing, Avila Beach, and Morro Bay. More of the same, but they're starting to get that weather and that wind. And up there in San Francisco, fishing's been fantastic, but they're right in the crosshairs of that atmospheric river right now. They've had a lot of wind and rain, and it looks like, if you look at the extended forecast for San Francisco, they're going to have rain for the next 10 days. It really looks like it's going to stay nasty up there in that neck of the woods. When they get out, it's been spectacular. Rock fishing has been absolutely off the hook for the boats out of San Francisco. And of course, they're fishing Dungeness crabs right now, and getting 10 crab per angler's not been a problem at all. It's been fantastic up there in that neck of the woods. We look at the 1/2 and 3/4 day trips that are running out of San Diego, California, and the name of the game has been Bonito. Nice fish too, like 3 to 6 pound Bonito, biting full speed, fly line bait, throwing like a Colt Sniper, Daiwa type lure has been very, very effective. You can throw a surface iron like a Tatty 45, a yo-yo iron. Well, that's kind of what a Colt Sniper is, but that's been super effective. It's been wide open Bonito down there in San Diego, California. So wide open that you limit out on the Bonito pretty darn early, and it gives you an opportunity to load up on the rockfish. An occasional, very, very, very occasional, like every 6 days or so, an occasional big yellowtail still wandering around down there. Most of that's going to be on the surface iron, and you're around a lot of structures, so fish heavy. If you do decide to throw an iron like a, Tatty 45, something like that, fish 50 pound. Not all that much. It's Bonito and rockfish for the most part. That Bonito now is all over Oceanside. It's all over Dana Point, California, where Dana War sport fishing boats are catching that Bonito. And we're starting to see it here in the LA Orange County area also. Wow, what a beautiful morning. I know it's foggy and it's damp and it's cold, but we are blessed, all of us, to be standing here, because some people actually can't stand and can't walk. So you've got to count your blessings, my dear friends. And one of the biggest blessings in my life are all of you here during the Christmas season. I mean that sincerely. Thank you for all you do for Friedman Adventures. We're going to have a great 2026 with new programming and so much more. Really looking forward to that, no question about it. And don't forget, we have a 5-day trip in April on the Independence. That's going to be a lot of fun. It sails April the 14th, comes back the 19th. You can get more info on that by going to www.independencesportfishing.com or give the office a call today. Man, I'm hearing birds chirping, and that's always an indication that something good might get ready to happen. We've seen, and it's going to be difficult, but we've seen a lot of dolphin here playing in the surf and feeding in the surf more appropriately. But right here in the very shallow areas, bait fish have been jumping out of the water in past days. So that is an indication that there's predators nearby feeding on that bait. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Dave down there pull something good out of the surf. He has one small round stingray so far here this morning. Hopefully he's going to catch more. We'll get you up here to the LA Orange County area. And again, there's been a little bit of a bass bite going on. Marina del Rey sport fishing picked at the bass yesterday, not as good as it has been. Redondo sport fishing has had sheephead and whitefish. Yeah, that big white sea bass the other day. They've had some pretty darn good fishing going on, but it's mostly the rockfish, the sheephead, that kind of a thing. Nighttime twilight fishing on the new Del Mar, also big sand bass, few calico bass, sculpin. It's been pretty good there. Also, so this 1/2 and 3/4 day thing for December has been absolutely magnificent. Now, we're going to get reset big time when that weather gets here. It's going to reduce water temperatures. It's going to muck the water up. We'll all of this good fishing survive? That is the question. And the answer will come in the aftermath of this really big storm. And like I said, I don't think the weather people are actually hyping this one up right now. All right, what else? The Southern California surf. And I want to point you down before I get into some pretty good surf fishing to big fish, bait, and tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California, right there on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Last minute Christmas gift for the fishermen in your life? Get on down there. Or if you want to hit the surf before this weather shows up or after, grab your bait, grab your tackle, and get here to the beach and catch some fish. However, that admonition, when it's windy and nasty, stay away from this. It's really going to get nasty. This, however, is perfect. Look at that. I mean, the pelicans are flying by now, but you can just look out there and see how gorgeous and flat calm it truly is. Let me walk you down here. Who knows what we might see. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous morning, and that water again feels pretty darn warm. I know it's relative to the air temperature, which is kind of cool here this morning, but a beautiful morning. I'm hoping some bait or something jumps out of the water, but as usual, my timing is off on that. Down there around Huntington Beach, around Newport Beach, we've been seeing a mix of halibut. There's a lot of that big jack smelt in the surf right now, and we're catching a lot of barred perch here. Recently, we saw John Bretza catching halibut and barred perch and those big old jack smelt. That's what I was trying to say. We've seen a lot of that going on. Jeff Perea with similar kind of catches right around here. Just been hanging out. And Davey from Dave's Lures has been doing pretty good on the barred perch here also. So far this morning, pretty slow for him. He's throwing that lucky crab, so he's trying to catch a halibut on that. But you will catch some really nice big barred perch at times when you're throwing a lucky crab, and you might also come up with some good catches on yellowfin croaker. Bigger yellowfin croaker will bite that Long Beach area. A few halibut up there around El Segundo, El Porto. We've seen some really excellent fishing on barred perch and walleye perch, and then up in the Ventura region, really the quality seems to go up there in the northern region on the barred perch. There's been some nice big BPs around, and south of the border once again, Rosarito Beach and there around Ensenada and then down around San Quintin. Just great barred perch fishing going on right now. All right, my friends, what can I tell you? It is absolutely beautiful, breathtakingly beautiful here this morning. Listen to that. Oh my God, how can you beat that? It is absolutely beautiful. And I, as always, am so grateful to all of you here during the Christmas season and every other time of the year for all you do for Friedman Adventures. Wishing you a really special, wonderful day today. Thank you for making the time to join us, and I hope to see you really, really soon. Danny Cadota, Todd Woods, Cast for Kids. Love it. Philip Friedman, Adventure. Look at this. Danny made ceviche. Is it better than this?